It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Wake that ass up, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. I am Sean Garvey coming to you from the WadeWorksStudios in the ATL. Make sure you follow us on all your social media at Beat Break Radio, and you can check us out 24/7 on BeatBreakRadioFM.com and our on-demand shows on ThinkingOutLoudNetwork.com. All right, DJ Rollum is out and about getting that bread, ladies and gentlemen. He cannot make it into the studio, and our other co-hosts are not able to make it into the studio this morning. But we do have some lovely co-hosts in the studio. Not only that they are lovely, but they are also our interns. Hi. So yeah. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are still doing our summer internship. Once a year, we do a summer internship on Beat Break 87 FM. We like to have up and coming, aspiring talent in the studio to learn the tricks of the trade behind radio broadcasting. A few weeks ago, we did an intern takeover. It was Nala J, it was Queen Day, and it was also DJ. So today, we are going to do part 2 of the intern takeover. And of course, I have Nala J sitting next to me, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm in the building.
You are in the building. How you doing? Oh, I meant to ask you off air. How was your vacation?
It was good. I had a lot of fun. I needed it. It was that stress reliever.
Where'd you go?
I was in Florida.
You was in Florida?
Yeah, I was in Florida. Yeah. Nice and hot. Just like Hotlanta. It did rain there though, but I had a lot of fun. It was with some friends, so
yeah, I
definitely needed it.
That is dope. Yeah, I'm going down to Florida too in a few weeks.
Oh, cool. I plan on going back at the end of August, so I had a good time. Yeah, I had a good time, so I want to go one more time before the summer's out for sure.
Absolutely. All right, and we also have another young lady in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. She sat in with us on one of the shows, and we are happy to have her in. And she's also an intern.
Back.
Yes.
Hi, you guys. My name is Anaja. If you guys don't remember me, hey.
Anaja! Yes, that is dope. That is dope. The intern takeover, ladies and gentlemen. I am the only male in the studio right now. Well, I take that back. I'm not the only male in the studio. We do have another male behind the camera. Shout out to the dude G behind the camera, behind the switchboard, making all of this possible. All right, we got a great show. We got a great show this morning.
Absolutely.
Like we always do.
Yes.
We never have a dull moment on the Beat Break Morning Show. We never have. Let me tell you about my weekend. My weekend was lit. Hung out with the missus.
Ooh.
You know, y'all saw the pictures on my phone. You know, y'all seen this picture slip? See? We got the glasses and everything. Let me tell you something. My girl is addicted. She is now addicted to Snapchat.
The funny filters is cute.
Yeah.
I don't use Snapchat. It's just too much social media to keep up with. I have a Snapchat. I can't keep up with Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. I get on Twitter.
Okay,
well, no, I lie. I don't get on there either. But I just can't keep up with everything. So I just was like, you know what? I'm going to stick to Instagram, and I'm just going to shoot up with my Instagram. My other platforms, though, outside of Facebook, they have a good amount of followers. I just can't keep up with.
It's just too much sauce.
It's just too much.
All of them.
It's too much. I can't look on all of them all day long. I will go crazy. Already, you know, it's a new thing on the iPhone where you can moderate the amount of time you spend on social media. You can set it up on your phone, and basically it'll cut Instagram off. It'll lock it, and you have to put in a whole 2 passwords.
So there's a social media curfew in effect
that you can use to moderate your time on social media, and I think it's effective because sometimes we can go in our rooms and we can sit down and we can look on social media, and 1 hour could turn into 3.
Yeah.
So I think it's important. Like, I thought that was interesting. I didn't use it, but I have a friend that's using it, and I thought it was interesting.
Well, social media is the new TV. I mean, just think about it. Like, we sat and watched television for 3 to 4 hours, 5 hours. It has become the new TV.
And I agree. And the only time I really watch TV nowadays is if I find a good series. If not, I'm looking on social media. You don't watch TV?
No.
I believe
shows
you.
are on anymore.
What shows you like?
The Game.
Oh, you taking it back.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
the game.
But did you see Lauren London played on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know she's on a new show, Games People Play. You didn't like it? Okay, I
Oh, I
just
like
started.
it.
Like it's on BET.
I
Some
like it.
of the worst
Better
shows are on
episode.
BET nowadays.
I'm only on episode 4, but so far it seemed pretty good to me. I'm gonna finish it up tonight. I'm glad we actually brought that up. But I mean, I like Lauren. Shout out to Nipsey. Rest in peace. I hope she's doing better for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So what's trending on social media? Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the stories that's been hitting the headlines lately. You all seen the video of the 12-year-old girl, and it was hard for me to find this video at first. But it was a 12-year-old girl that got her butt whooped by her father. Like, I mean, she got her butt whooped like she stole something.
Yeah.
She got her butt whooped by her father for having sex or about to go further with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it went viral. Went on social media. It was on Instagram.
Twitter.
I wonder who recorded that video and who posted that video.
The brother.
The brother.
Maybe.
So you think
I'm speculating. There got to be a brother.
you think the brother thought that he would post
He's
that?
like,
And
Nah.
got him.
I don't feel
I
like
wouldn't
a
even
big
wanna
brother.
do that.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't even
expose
wanna
my
do
little
that.
sister
I
like
wouldn't do
that. I agree. I don't feel like an
Unless
older
you got one
brother
of those
like
siblings, though.
would do that.
Those evil siblings.
The
That's-
dad probably wanted somebody to record, and he probably posted it.
Oh,
Has anybody? Let me ask you all something. Has anybody seen the movie House Party in the studio? Oh, that's why y'all millennials. Y'all are
Wait,
like
House
not
Party with-
y'all serious.
you talking about House Party like House Party?
Yes,
The
House
movie?
Party Part 1.
I ain't see part
Kid and
1.
Play.
Yeah, Kid and
Nah.
Play. I didn't see part 1. Ain't it 3 parts?
It's more than 3 parts.
Oh,
it's like
wow.
5 or 6.
What about it?
Okay, so at the end, and G knows what I'm talking about. At the end of the movie, Kid, he comes into the house. He's sneaking into the house, right? So he doesn't want his dad to know, played by the late and great Robin Harris. He sneaks into the house, gets into the bed naked, and here he comes. Here, Robin Harris comes with the belt. He had on a white beater and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy in the video who whoops his daughter's butt, he looked just like Robin Harris.
Oh, I gotta see this. Now you're
He had
making
the-
me. I gotta go
He
back
got the white
and
beard and
look
everything.
when we get off air to see this comparison that he's talking about.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But
Man,
that
yeah.
was crazy. I mean, have you got whippings? Have you all ever got whippings? And
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
But I only got whippings for one reason growing up, which was talking in school. That was literally the only reason.
Oh yeah,
why.
you look like this type of person.
Yeah,
that
I
acts
just
up.
talked.
I don't know what I got beatings for, but there definitely wasn't nothing like that.
Yeah, nothing like that.
I was never exposed to like. I feel like the era that we're in now, kids are exposed to that stuff way more. I feel like during that time when I was that age, like we wasn't even exposed to that. We was just living like life.
Mhm.
We were kids. We were.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
that stuff
that's
wasn't
what I'm saying.
on my
I don't
mind
feel
when I was
like,
that
but then
age.
again, it wasn't Instagram at that time. Like it wasn't none of that stuff. It wasn't Kick. Like it took my mom forever to let me get a Facebook. I mean, not even a
Oh,
Facebook.
yes.
I'm sorry, a MySpace. It took her forever to let me get a MySpace. Forever. I'm talking about everybody had a MySpace except Knowledge A. It took forever. So I feel like during our time, like that, we wasn't exposed to that stuff. But now, like the 12-year-olds, they have Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
They have Instagram accounts. You know what I'm saying? So they exposed to this stuff. They know how to use YouTube. They search the internet. They have iPads. Everything that we didn't have at that age. And I feel like that's why we're running into problems like that.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, it's just too much on social media. So
Absolutely.
like seeing that video right there was too much.
Yeah.
That's
I felt
crazy.
bad,
Yeah.
but I didn't though.
Who remembers the Switch?
I never got.
Now
I
we
got
never
it.
got the Switch.
I got the Switch.
Yeah, we never
I
got,
got
the Switch.
belt and the Switch.
I haven't been exposed to the Switch. I hear stories about the Switch. My mother tells me stories about the Switch, but I never personally had the Switch. I'm glad I was not in that age bracket because what she was saying, like you get in trouble if you bring a skinny stick and you got to go back out there and get another
they make you
stick.
put your own stick.
Yeah, they make you like. I just took my belt with grace.
My dad made me choose between his hand and belt. And I had to
Which one was worse?
Well, every time I chose the hand, he would always say the hand would hurt worse, so I always got the belt.
Which probably was worse.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't
mind
even know why he asked me.
for real.
Yeah. You ever got the switch?
No.
No? What about the belt?
Maybe twice.
Maybe twice?
Oh, you always was a good kid. Good kid. That's
Wow. Well, you got the switch.
gang.
You know what I'm
Switch
talking
gang.
about. You know what I'm talking about.
Look,
Yeah, I
the
got-
switch gang is in here.
Oh, don't make me bring up the paddle.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness. The paddle was worse.
Did
Was
it
worse
really
than the
hurt?
switch. Well, I never got hit with the paddle, but I know plenty of people back in my day that got the paddle.
Sure.
I mean, dude, like I remember this guy who was a kid. He was a boy. He got hit with the paddle. His butt looked like Donald Trump's face.
Yeah.
This is back. All right, what else is happening? What else is happening before we move forward? Aisha Curry was getting mocked online for her dance moves, but Steph came to the rescue like he normally does.
Yeah.
What is this all about?
So yeah, they need to leave her alone. Basically, what happened was she was doing the Millie Rock. Okay, cool. She was a little, she was just having fun. Yeah, she was being herself. And what I love about her too, she's just always unapologetic. Like she's always herself. But she was doing a Millie Rock, and I guess to social media, it was like, oh, it ain't sturdy. So they was making jokes about her. So Steph Curry did come to her defense. He was like, she was Millie rocking in her restaurant that she just opened. So I want you guys to laugh when you open your own restaurant. So, I mean, I feel for him. I respect that. He came in and he was like, she's Millie rocking in her own restaurant. So talk to me nice. Like, I respect that. As a husband, he came to her defense. And he said she having fun. She opened a restaurant. I don't see y'all doing that. So leave my wife alone.
Let me
Period.
tell you something. Ever since she's been on the Red Table Talk weeks ago, she's been getting it.
Yeah.
She
I feel like she always lived her best life though. Like even like the stuff that she's doing, like with her cooking and stuff like that. Like she's always been herself. When she responds to stands and stuff like that on social media, like she keep it 100. Like she's just herself all the time. I respect it.
Yeah, the internet, the online people, they're gonna come for you though.
Oh yeah,
Regardless, yeah.
no. Sometimes I look at comments and I'm like, that's so hurtful. Like people say some hurtful things on them comments. So when I get famous, this video's still gonna be on social media. I ain't reading no comments, okay?
Remember this
None of
face.
that. But I will respond to DMs, and the only reason I say I'll respond to DMs because I know what it's like trying to fight to get a spot in the industry, and like you're DMing these people and trying to get in contact with these people and nobody's responding. I might not respond, but I'll have an assistant or somebody that checks them. Because if you up and coming and you want some help from me, we can definitely communicate. So, but comments, I won't be reading any comments.
Just negative.
I'm sticking to that.
Yeah, now didn't you say, Anaja, you said you're not on social media?
No, I am.
You are.
Yeah.
Now, you told me
On
last
social
time. You
media
told
all
me
the time.
last time you wasn't on social media. Yes, you did.
What social media did I say? I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
Are you on Facebook?
Facebook?
No, I'm not on Facebook.
No
Oh,
Twitter?
Facebook.
No, I have a Twitter.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Twitter.
Facebook.
Are you active on Twitter?
Very active.
No, I need to get back on Twitter. I've been seeing people
Twitter
respond.
is-
People actually respond on Twitter.
Yes.
So what was it? The guy? It was the person behind. Was it behind Apple or Google or something that told people they should get off of Facebook?
You said they should?
They should. There's a video where this guy. I'm gonna look up the information in our next break. But there's a guy who went on TMZ recently and told people that they should get off of Facebook. Because, Facebook's been getting a lot of slack for the whole Russian thing
Oh, yeah.
and
I
invasion
saw
of
that.
privacy and all that other crazy stuff.
Did y'all hear about the Face app, the old lady
Yeah, I
app? Did
just
you hear about what happened?
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, so it's this app where you can take a picture of yourself and it can show you what you'll look like when you become old.
Uh-huh.
But basically they said, don't quote me. I think it was Russians. Was
Yeah.
it Russians?
They can get your information.
Yeah, they get your information. And then
Yeah.
people started deleting that app off their phone. People was coming like, oh, I didn't know this. But
Delete it
they
real
could get
quick.
your real name and they can use
Why y'all
it.
can't just go old school? Just go to Party City, get you a wig, get you a fake beard,
And you see
want
what you look like.
It's really realistic.
Yeah.
It really is.
They said that's really how you're going to look.
Yeah.
But they have a hold of your name, your birthday, and all. And it says that they can use it at their free will because you downloaded the app. And that's like one of
But
their
everything is
agreements on
free
there.
will on the internet nowadays.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm just saying.
Crazy.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Beat Break Morning Show. Sean Garvey, Nyla J,
Yes,
and Anaja
indeed.
Smith in the building. We got some
Yes.
special guests in the building that's going to be talking to Nyla J and Anaja in just a few moments. We got, by popular demand, I always like to say by popular demand because we have guests that return to the Beat Break Morning Show. He hasn't been on here in a minute. I remember we was doing our thing over at Georgia State TV. Shout outs to DJ Rollum checking in because DJ Rollum and this guy right here held it down during my absence from the show. We got the Griffman back on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Yes, indeed.
And he got a new artist on the rise that he is going to introduce to our listeners and viewers out there on social media and listening to us. We got Janae. Janae, this new artist.
Yes, ma'am.
And they got a new song that they are going to play for you in just a few minutes. It's a love song just in time for the summer.
Best time.
Best
Right.
time.
Summer nights.
Find you a little boo.
You cruise home to that
What you
song.
know about that, Nada? What you know about that? What you know about that? All right, and I'm just going to let them take over. This is the intern takeover, so you all are not going to hear most of my voice throughout the remainder of this segment. I'm going to jump in every now and then, but we're going to let the interns take over. Because I know some of y'all are tired of seeing my ugly face on on social media, on Facebook and on IG. But please don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We've got these amazing guests stepping in the building, stepping into the studio in just a few minutes. In the meantime, between time, make sure you follow us on all your social media at Beat Break Radio, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Don't forget to check us out on the website, beatbreakradiofm.com, as well as thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. Coming up, the Griffman and Janae in the studio with Nyla J and Anaja Smith right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Y'all keep it live.
All right, what's up? We're back with Beat Break Radio.
Yes.
Before we get started, I have some special guests in the building, but make sure you follow us on all our social media at Beat Break Radio. Check out our website at www.beatbreakfm.com. That's
BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
You already know. Make sure you check us out and follow us on social media. We always keep you locked with new music. Also, our email to send us in music. So, just keep it locked. Make sure you follow us. It's your girl, Nyla J, and I have
Anaja Smith
with me
checking in
today.
with you guys.
Yes, indeed. And we have two artists in the building. I'm super
Yes.
excited.
Yeah.
We have Griffman right here, and we have Janae. So shout out to them.
Yes.
So I'm excited. Are you guys excited? How y'all feeling?
Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. Let's get to it. Let's get to
Are
it.
y'all glad to be here?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How was the traffic on the way here?
Terrible. It's always terrible. Atlanta traffic sucks, but I love Atlanta. That's the
Yeah.
one thing I don't like is the traffic. But
I
other than
agree.
that, man, I love it. It's paradise to me, man.
Yeah,
You from
I
here?
agree.
I'm originally from Baltimore.
Me
Okay.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so we got 2 410s in the building, so you know
Yes,
we
sir.
finna turn up.
Yeah, I
That
told
just
you
got me
beforehand.
pumped. I don't meet a lot of people from Baltimore outside of when I'm outside of the state. So when I do, I be pumped.
Hey, we in.
You know what I'm saying?
There's 3
Born
of us
and
in here.
raised.
Actually, cousin out there, fresh nemesis. I got my cousin out there.
Hey, 410, okay.
okay.
What's going on? What's going on? All right, so I just want to know a little bit about. I want to start with you, Janae. Can you tell us how you really got into music? Now I know you said you did it while you were young, correct?
Yes.
And you didn't take it as serious. When you got a little bit older, that's when you decided to take it serious. But when was that actual point in your life where you was like, okay, this is the time where I actually want to do this? Like, did you just wake up one day like, all right, I think I'm gonna take this music stuff serious? Or like, what happened?
Yeah, so it was actually in my high school, my last year there. I had a really good chorus teacher, really liked her. She inspired me a lot. And we did this thing called All-State Chorus. So basically you have to test to get into it. If you pass everything, then you get to sing with a bunch of other kids. And so we were on stage, and the director motioned for all of us to hold hands. And it was just really cool, the energy in the room. And I was like, I want to do this for a living. I want to change people's lives because that's it did something to me. So Yeah.
So you were influenced.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely influenced, and so that's what I want to do with my music now.
Okay, and what about you, Griffman? I got his name right,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
I did not mess up his name. What's
Yeah,
going on?
you hear that? You know what time it is.
Yeah, you already.
You
They can't.
yeah.
They don't understand it,
Yeah,
but I got
yeah.
you. I got your back.
And for me, it
So what's
started
going
at
on?
FIT too, man. I've been doing this my whole life, literally. Born into a family of musicians. I mean, my mom plays practically every instrument: the drums, the guitar, keyboard, saxophone. My grandmother been on the radio. Aunts, uncles, same thing. Grew up in a house full of musicians. And I used to sneak in the basement, watch my mother play the drums, watch them rehearse. I'm not sure if you're familiar with a group called the Manhattans, but it's an older group. She was the first female drummer for this particular group.
Very nice.
So for me, it actually ventured from hearing it in the basement and then getting a toy where you pull a string and tell you animals and numbers. I put my hands on that and I heard a cut. And from there, I've been DJing ever since. That's where it started, DJing. From DJing to poetry, poetry to writing, writing to production, so forth, so on.
Wow, so you really do it all.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish I could play an instrument.
Do either one of you guys play instruments?
Yeah.
Yeah, I play
Yeah.
a little
I would
bit
love
piano.
to.
I'm gonna learn how to play the guitar.
Awesome. Yeah, we was just talking about that off air. Like when you do more things behind the scenes, like it makes you more marketable. Like if you can come to the table, and I feel like a lot of industries now, well, a lot of companies that signing people, they're looking for people that already come
Right.
with everything. They're not
Prepared.
really looking. Yeah, they're not looking for people to build up anymore.
Right.
Unfortunately, like they're looking for people to come in the door. Like, oh, I know how to do this, that, and the third.
Especially in the music
You know,
business too.
absolutely.
I will say this too is usually not addressed, but for most people that's in the industry that deal with turntables, by law, they are legally an instrument.
Yeah.
You know, so if you touch turntables, that's considered an instrument.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what's going on with this new song? We heard the song. We heard it about maybe 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
before you guys came. Tell us a little bit about this song. Where did it? Like, what was the
What was the
inspiration?
inspiration?
Absolutely. What was the inspiration behind it?
I heard Garvey call it. I'm gonna let you pick up after this. I heard Garvey call it a little while ago. It's a love song. Hell no, it ain't.
That ain't a love song.
No.
Oh, school us real quick,
No.
please.
No, see,
We at the desk.
This is
School
the
us.
reason people need to really buckle down and listen to lyrics. Don't just listen to a track and move to a track with just like a melody in the song. You gotta listen to the lyrics. It starts off based upon, love, common interest. But if you listen to it, it's actually a breakup record.
Oh.
You really gotta dissect it.
Now I gotta
Yeah.
dissect it
You gotta
again.
listen to the words in the song. Pick it up.
So how long did it take for you guys to write it?
Griffman is the mastermind behind it. I just came in and helped him create his vision.
Awesome. And you said poetry, like you've been doing poetry for a while now, right?
Yeah.
So once you did poetry, was that when you was like, okay, I want to turn this into music?
Well, that started in elementary for me, doing
Oh,
poetry.
okay.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
mean, and then listening to, like I said, people throughout my household create music in the basement. I learned how to turn that poetry into actual lyrics by learning how to count bars, configure songs, putting it in an actual song format versus just poetry, written out form.
Right.
So that's where that came from.
So is it easy writing the song? Because I know, like, for me, sometimes when I sit there and just try to put my feelings or thoughts onto paper, it's just so hard.
That's really what makes it easy. The emotion is what makes it easy. If you're not connected to some sort of emotion, you're gonna think about what you're doing. If you're already connected to the emotion, your thoughts come sporadic. All you have to do is organize those thoughts.
Yeah.
That's what makes it easy. If you're pissed off, you can write an angry, you can write an angry record.
Right.
If you're feeling good about somebody, you can write a feel good song. It's just based off emotion. If you learn how to key in on that and cater to that emotion, you can structure that in a song format. That's the best way to go about it, based off emotion.
So do you agree that artists make better music during breakups and like when they're angry? Do you agree with that? Because people, like if you look at the comments on artists, they're like, oh, I like this stuff when he broke up with her. I like that music. I like that album better. Do you think that's accurate?
My answer to that would be www.hellyeah.com. yeah, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
the best time for you to write. Like I said, if you have to think about it, you get what's called writer's block.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out what to write about. If the emotion's already there, all you have to do is be in the right space with the right people, the right atmosphere, and it'll come right to you.
Yeah.
That'll make it easy.
Now, when you guys write, do y'all have people around y'all that y'all feel like influence y'all inside of the studio? Or are you the type like where you just want the artist that you're working with and the producer?
Well, in my case, working with Eb, I was the producer, and she was the artist. So that chemistry worked better. We were just getting to learn each other at the time. So I just put her in the studio and gave her free reign to do whatever she wanted to do.
That's amazing. I agree. That's amazing. So this song, so you're saying it's not a love song.
Nah.
It's a breakup song, right? I want to know what influenced this breakup song.
Experiences.
Okay, so
Multiple
this is
experiences.
okay. This is not one experience.
Nah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this is a combine of your experiences or Janae's experiences?
Just people's experiences in general.
Okay.
When we did the record, we actually went in with a live band and create
Yeah.
the actual foundation of the record.
Mhm.
And everybody who played an instrument drew a different emotion.
Yep.
You know, everybody in the room actually contributed to the lines that I actually put verse for verse.
Right.
And it stemmed from the emotional connection to everybody on the instrument. You know, that's what created the meat for the song, the foundation for the song.
That's interesting. Now, Janae, that was your first time in the studio, correct?
Yeah, it was.
And how you feel about that? How was your first
Are you
experience?
nervous?
I was nervous just for the fact that I was being videotaped too.
Okay.
But overall, I liked the atmosphere. The energy was great. I think I would definitely, for sure, do it again.
Mhm.
So that's my take.
Okay.
And that's really what you want when you're dealing with a creative on a professional level. You don't. The first thing you want to create is a comfortable environment for them to be themselves. Once you get that, you just leave them be and let them come back with whatever they create, and then you just structure it, put it in order.
So you feel like that's imperative when you're in there with another artist?
Absolutely, because everybody's got different personalities. You can't treat every artist or every person the same. You know what I mean? Somebody might come in one day on the feel good, somebody might be angry. You got to, deal with each situation accordingly. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I agree.
So what are some of the awards that you said you earned?
Oh, as far as my music stuff, so I did a lot of chorus stuff when I was in high school. If anybody out there knows, like I said, I did this thing called All State Chorus for 3 years straight. Also did all district chorus. We get awards for that at the end of the year. In my actual choir, I used to get like best section leader, most improved, that type of thing. Just little things to show that I was progressing in my musical stuff. So yeah.
So have you ever had a fear of singing like in front of people?
Every time I get on stage. But I think I just put my energy towards the song and try to really connect and remember that it's not for me, it's for someone else.
I like that. Yeah.
That's one thing I can say about Ed too that I actually admire, man. She got a great knack for connecting. It's like it's second nature for her. When she open her mouth and you hear a key come out, she just connect like it's second nature. I think that's dope.
So did you have a great time working with her?
Absolutely, man. Especially when you deal with somebody that understands what they're capable of. It's easy for you to not critique, but kind of direct somebody that understands they already have a direction, but they just don't know exactly where they're going. That makes it easier for you on a production end. All I had to do was just let her create and then figure out how to formulate it to the record.
So this is the only song you'll have together, right?
Thus far, yes.
So you guys will be making more music like in
Of
the future?
course.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. That's good. So speaking of music in general, what are some of you guys' influences? Like what are some of the people that you look up to in the industry? And what's some of the people that just influence you in general in the music industry?
I'll let you start.
Yeah, go ahead, Janae.
Okay, so right now, Ari Lennox is a big influencer for me. She reminds me a lot of Erykah Badu and like her
I love
style
her.
and her energy. I love that vibe. Some other people that I look up to: Tori Kelly, Demi Lovato, any of the oldies, Aretha Franklin, going back to jazz, all those folks, Nina Simone,
Yeah.
like
Nice.
all of that.
That's good. And what about you, Griffman?
For me, it absolutely varies. I came up on everything, like she said, from jazz, country, rock, pop, R&B, gospel. So, like major key components for influence for me would be like a Stevie Wonder, Tupac Shakur. Now, current Nipsey.
Yes. Nipsey, that last album?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just downloaded like 6 of your joints and took everything I had in the truck out. Ain't nothing in there butting it right now. And it's for a few different reasons. I'll get into that another time.
Yeah.
A lot of people, Marvin Gaye. It's too many to name. It
really
just,
is.
Yeah, it varies from every genre of music.
Yeah.
My influences stem from literally every genre of music.
So do you have a favorite genre?
Favorite genre?
Yeah.
No, I really like all of it. I don't really have a preference. It's more of like what the artist does to like change my perspective on stuff. How they influence me through their lyrics.
So what do you think you listen to the most, like throughout a day?
Definitely pop. But it's not necessarily mainstream stuff. Y'all probably wouldn't know the artist, but just like stuff that actually is saying something and not just like party.
For the cloud.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about you?
It's two avenues to that for me. I'm kind of out of the phase of it just being about the artist, and now I'm more catering to what frequencies and sonic sounds do to me emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to music as a frequency, as a sonic sound now, as opposed to just this artist. I'm familiar with that artist, so I'm gonna just automatically click to them.
Right.
Now, it's I literally have to be moved by the music, either what you're saying, the production, the breakdown, ad-libs, the instruments, something in that music got to move me. So I wouldn't say I cater to a genre anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more like a sonic frequency.
So whatever moves you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. So right now, this is not your first song, correct?
No.
Okay. So do you have any albums?
Yeah.
Okay, how many albums? And do you have any like mixtapes?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, take us back. We want you to take us back.
I done literally done everything from Open Up for Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, 112, 702, created bodies of work on my own, independent, went into an artist deal, figured out I was getting screwed over in the deal, figured out how to negotiate the deal, became independent, created records, and then turned around and lost 15 years worth of music in one computer crash.
Wow.
So now for me, it's like the light's green again. It's like a fresh start for me.
So where do you put your music on the flash drive? Because I'm seeing artists now like they're losing these flash drives. What is the right place to put your music where you can get it back?
I'm gonna tell you where I made a mistake. I had one hard drive, all this material on one hard drive. So now it's not about a flash drive. I got a hard drive for a hard drive for a hard drive for a hard drive. And you just keep
So it's backed up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said this time around it's not gonna happen.
I can't afford to
That's
do that
not
again. You know what I mean?
music.
Yeah, it was actually my life on a computer. My whole life was in one computer musically. So you can imagine what that hit was like. That's like losing a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a learning lesson for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So go ahead.
Okay, so who are some artists that you guys would like to work with, like later on in the future?
Ooh, fancy.
I'll let you start that.
You know, it's kind of funny. So, quick little story. When I was younger, I was obsessed with Justin Bieber.
Girl was
Wow.
Bieber
Jay-Z.
I had Bieber fever, so that he was on my list. He's kind of, I mean, I still like his singing, so he's definitely on my list. But I would say I want to work with Erykah Badu. I want to see how she operates when she's making her music. I think that'd be really interesting.
That's how I feel about Rihanna.
Yeah.
And Chris Brown.
Ooh,
I
girl.
got to feel their energy.
I feel you on that. Yeah.
What about you? That's it? Just Justin?
Yeah. Justin and Erykah.
Oh, and Erykah. That's it? Oh, wow.
I got a
Okay.
list.
Okay, so do you plan on putting out some albums just by yourself? Just all you, no features?
I don't know. I think I would do features because I like collaborating with people. I haven't really thought about that though. I definitely want to make my own album though.
Okay, awesome. I sparked your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
She got something to think about when she go home. And what about you? What's some people you want to work with?
On the R&B end, the four that jump out the most is Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Alicia Keys, and Stevie Wonder. They say four I would like to
Jill
work with.
Scott.
As far as hip hop, Dr. Dre, of course.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind working with Fifth. It's a slew of people, man. But most of them, for me, is kind of like what you call the G's in the game, for real. Some younger cats I like to work with, too.
Like
Who's the,
who?
yeah, what's
YG.
the, okay,
Okay.
YG, yeah, I like his music.
Yeah, I'm rocking
Yeah.
with them right now. It's a couple cats, man.
Okay.
But yeah, the list for me would be too long. And then I don't want to say too many names, and then later on people be looking like, you know, what happened to me? Matter of fact, another one I like to work with, I'm going to put him on the spot, too, Fresh Nemesis. And he in the studio right now. It's a lot of reasons I like to work with him. Boys, he's just a dope lyricist for real. A1. A1. And he's from the hometown, you know.
Yeah, gang.
But yeah, it's a long list. It's a long list.
That's what's up.
So if you guys didn't see, so if you guys weren't doing music right now, do you guys see yourself doing anything else?
No.
No.
Yeah, honestly, no.
No.
Music?
Just
Just
music.
music.
It's always been like that for me. Like I would say this, like somewhere in the music or the art realm. Because when I was growing up, I've always been like a creative type. I used to draw. I actually danced at one point. So it was always going to be something in that path.
Okay.
You know what? I take that back. There's only one other thing I could see me doing besides music, and it would be something politic related. Like street
wow.
politics.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that I'm influenced by regarding that too. I'm heavy on business. Super heavy on business. So if it wasn't this, then would be that.
So what's on your playlist right now? Like, tell me your everyday playlist when you get in your car. I want to know, like, I know y'all gave me the list of artists that y'all interested in, but what is your playlist when you're in the car? Like, what's your typical
To-go
music? Yeah, to-go
Yeah.
music.
I'll let you start. Mine's simple, so I'm gonna let you go there. I'm gonna let you do that.
I don't think it's a certain type of music. I think it's just different artists. So I can say some artists that are on repeat right now.
Yeah.
Lizzo, Ari Lennox is on repeat. A lot of rap. I don't know all of the rappers' names, but that one song, Costa Rica. I got fans, Costa Rica. I got fans, Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on repeat right now. And like I said, a lot of pop. That's all I got.
What about you? What's this? You said it's basic, so let me
Yeah,
hear.
it just my playlist just diversify. I usually listen to a lot of artists that I can learn something from regarding business, like Ross, Hov,
for sure.
Meek, but the most
Meek rising too.
Yeah.
You see him. You see him. He rising. Like, I don't know what type of conversations like him and Jay-Z been having, but he put that bug in his ear.
If you look at it, the conversation's been prison reform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just referring to. If it wasn't music, it would be something in that regard. Something that'll affect the people. Take the light off of me and put the light on people. It would just be me physically being a voice or a vessel for the people.
I like that.
Like, that's what I would be on if it wasn't music. But I say my playlist changed because now the most compatible artist to me and what I've been doing currently has been Nip. So I ain't been listening to nothing. It's like everything in my playlist right now is all Nip.
All Nip.
Yeah.
Even his old stuff.
Yep. Because we were on it right now. Where he was is where I am. What he was doing is what I'm doing now. And it's crazy. It's ironic actually. TMC is ironic because that's the name of my corporation I created in 2010, the Mogul Corporation. TMZ, I had that in 2010.
Yeah.
So for him to come out with that, I'm just like, damn.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's in my playlist right now because there's so much there to learn the substance there. And what he was doing was making a transition from street music to corporate music.
Yeah.
And that's what I created, the Mogul Corporation. That's why that's tatted on my neck. That's the name of my corporation.
Right.
So it's the most compatible thing to me sonically at this stage. So it's the only thing I'm listening to.
So do you think? So in a time in your life, you feel like you switched over as well, right?
I absolutely did.
Yeah. And do you feel like that? Do you think that plays like a pivotal role in getting all the way in the industry?
I don't care about the industry.
Okay,
To
tell
be
me
honest
more.
with you.
Tell me more.
When you understand the nature of tax IDs and EINs, you understand that the industry isn't what it appears to be.
Absolutely.
I'm not chasing what the industry can offer because I already know how to solidify myself in a leadership position.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing that. So, for me, it's just more about the creative process, independent marketing, branding, and bringing on people with the same sort of gifts and teaching them how to apply the same tactics to be independent. I'm not trying to bring people on board, teach them what I know, or give them opportunity to send them to the industry. It's for them to be self-reliant.
Absolutely. And Nipsey was doing his own thing too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, he did his own thing, bought out his whole
Right.
like he
Bought
was
the
just
whole
doing
shopping center,
his whole shopping center, like
real estate.
Yeah, he did his own thing. So I respect that for sure. I respect that. I respect that. Now with this, like you stated, like you trying to do your own thing, and I completely respect it. What do you think is next for you as far as like you doing it on your own? Like, what's your next big thing? Like you stated, like you have your own organization that has like DJs, producers, and other things of that nature. But what's next?
Real estate.
Okay, tell me more.
I got a independent facet for real estate right now. I've been seeing the market fluctuate, but what I'm seeing is in a lot of communities that go overlooked, there's franchise land. Like you can get, just say for example, a complex, 10 apartment complex, restore it, $1,200 a month per joint. Now you're looking at a salary,
right.
just, you get right off that. And that to me is a primary focus because I want to be able to put my daughter in a position where she never needs a job opportunity handed to her from someone else. It's about creating a legacy to leave behind for her. Like I want her to be able to be self-reliant. I don't want her to need no man, no job, or nobody else's corporation.
Definitely.
Period.
What about you today?
My future plans? So I plan on for like a little time. I just want to tour and like work with different artists as a songwriter. And then when I'm ready to settle down, I want to have my own little group and just do that and focus on family.
So what are some places like you would like to go to perform?
Places, I want to travel everywhere. I think the first place I would go is definitely The first place I would go is definitely California though, because I've never been there before.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, you would love it. You never been?
No.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta go to California. Is lit. Okay.
I want to see what the beaches are like.
Yeah.
It's like ATL, New York, Cali. Like,
Right.
Body.
Facts.
Body.
Facts.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so we want to go ahead and close out. I want to appreciate Janae and Griffman for coming through.
Thank you.
Can you leave it with your social medias? Go ahead, Janae.
Yeah, so my social media is Janae Vocals. On Instagram, that's JHANAIVOCALS. You can find me on Facebook if you still use that. But it's Ebony Lockwood, and then I don't have Twitter or any of the other stuff. Oh, but Snapchat is Erosion Goddess.
Okay.
If you want to follow me there.
And let them know where they can find your new song at, too.
So you can, I'll have a link on my Instagram page. So
www.wolfpackent.biz. You hear me? Let me repeat that. Fix it. www.wolfpackent.biz. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. And we want to make sure we appreciate them for coming through. So shout out to them.
Guys.
Y'all ain't let me leave my social media.
Go ahead. I mean, you left the
website.
the website.
It's all there. You can go to the contact
okay.
link right there. Go to the website, wolfpackent.biz. Click contact. All my social media accounts is right there.
Yeah.
Bust a freestyle. Bust a freestyle.
Negative sign. Negative sign. That's what cost you. That's what cost you.
Well, we do want to appreciate them coming through. Make sure you follow us on all social media at Beat Break Radio. Make sure you get at us on our website. Check out our website. It's www.beatbreakradiofn.com. You rocking with your girl Nala J. It is an internship takeover, and I have
Anaja.
So we want to appreciate y'all coming through.
I need to drop
And
one more gem before we get out of
okay,
here.
go ahead, real quick. Go
I need y'all to
ahead.
holler at my
Do
homie too, man. UntamedRoyalty.com. UntamedRoyalty.com. I need y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Best photographer in Atlanta. You're
that way. I used to trap out of Subway. All right. We appreciate y'all
Thank you,
coming through.
guys.
It's Beat Break.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.